Alright.
Yeah, Shirley died, man. She was still alive.
Who was that?
Shirley from...
Shirley from Laverne and Shirley. Look, I fucked up and she was still alive.
She was like 75.
I think they said she was like 80, was she?
Well, she's 75.
Oh, I'm like, damn. I thought she been dead. I ain't gonna lie. Look, I'm quick to say that when people be like, I be like, they still alive.
When you was little, I watched it when you was little.
I was little as
Nigga,
fuck.
I did that shit when I was working at UPS. I put my glove on the conveyor belt, nigga, on some goofy shit.
Like, shit. Oh, did Shirley? Oh, yeah, because I was at the bottle company. Yeah,
just because I was around the conveyor belt. But welcome back to the trap, everybody. Welcome back to the Detroit Talk Your Sugar Honey Iced Tea podcast, where I am your host with the most. I am King Self number 777. I am here with my regular ass brother and a special guest today, B.O.T.S.
What's going on?
What's happening, good brother? Good to have you in the trap, even though we in your trap. You know, because we on the road today, y'all. We on the road today. We are on 6 Mile.
Got somebody at the trap right now.
Yeah, go ahead and handle that. We can always edit this. It's all good, even if you don't. I ain't gonna stop you getting no money. We are at the dispensary on 6 Mile.
How you doing?
Great.
Oh, Matt Nichols. Hello, how you doing today?
I'm good, how are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. We are, just showcasing some more black-owned businesses in the city of Detroit. The man's running a nice, clean little operation, little shop here where the bud is good and the service is great. You don't play no games with the, don't ask him for no deals. The price is the price. You heard, no price haggling up in here. So you want to stop by, the address is 10123 West McNichol Road, Detroit, Michigan.
6 Mile.
Yep.
6 Mile.
Bobby on the 6. B.O.T.S. As the acronym is B.O.T.S, it stands for Bobby on the 6. He's taking care of the business right now, so we're gonna go ahead and let him get his money. You heard? Yeah. But how was your week, Mikey?
The shit don't stop. Oh man, my shit has been good. The truck was down for a few days. Had a gas line give on me. It was leaking gas every goddamn way. But
hello, Facebook family. We see y'all over there. Don't think we just got the shit set up a little different.
But Cuz hooked me up. Everybody know Mr. Pulley. Mr. Pulley, holler at him, get something done.
Shouts out to Mario Pulley.
Hell yeah. He put me right back on the road.
Detroit with Caddy. Facebook family, need your car fixed. Look up Mario Pulley. You heard?
Mario Pulley.
He'll get you a ride. If he got the tool for it, he'll get you a ride. You heard?
He got you. Holla at him. But other than that, my week has been good. Watch some football. I really don't care about the Super Bowl, so
I'm back.
Right, because the Lions ain't in it. That's the only reason why.
I ain't got no horse in the race again, still until the Lions decide.
See, like we was talking about, I don't even watch the football like that.
Yeah.
But it's getting me excited. We were just talking about that.
Yeah,
how it's getting me back interested in it, the new games and stuff. So
right.
It's pretty good. I had to fall back off that football for a minute.
You gonna watch the Pro Bowl?
I'm definitely gonna watch it. I mean,
it's different this year.
What's different? What's different about
it? It's flag.
Huh?
Yeah, it's flag football. It's gonna be like a 3-day event with some games and shit like that. Skill competition and little mini games and shit like that. But the Pro Bowl game is gonna be a flag football.
I might not have to watch that.
I'm interested to see how they gonna do it because typically it's like 5-on-5. This gonna be a flag with 11-on-11.
I don't know, man.
Or probably 7-on-7s with some rotations of some shit.
That's like pick them up, mess them up.
But it ain't no tackling. Ain't no tackling. It's flag football.
I don't like that. But grown men, I don't like that.
Flag football has picked up the past couple of years as far as a sport. You know what I'm saying? It's getting some traction.
Well, it probably is. I mean, because flag football is, but it ain't fun to watch on no major level.
I'm not feeling it.
I ain't feeling that at all.
See me, I think outside the box.
Either.
I'm thinking that this is pretty much about to be a test run of how the NFL about to be.
Yeah, because they want to get to contactless sports.
Because player safety.
Yeah.
And then, oh boy, technically died on the field in that
Exactly.
Buffalo Cincinnati game.
And now what they gonna do with him?
Luckily, they was able to bring it
Right
back to
now,
life.
they still assessing whether or not
He gonna be able to play again.
He'll never play. I don't think he's ever gonna play again. Why would they ever? That's a liability.
I mean, Teddy Bruschi came back and played after his little heart situation.
He died on the court like that. I mean, on the field.
No, he didn't die on the field, but he had to have major surgery.
But that's a difference though. Than having like a real surgery and
Right.
then be able to come back and then actually falling dead on the field.
but it was a heart issue though. So I mean, but they
But it
said
wasn't
Teddy Bruschi-
caused.
But they don't even
by
understand his
contact
cause.
on
They
the
don't-
field.
No, but shit, it's still a heart issue. It's a
True.
chance that you might not
Play
play
again.
But it's a
just
difference.
because it's a heart issue.
But they don't even know what his heart issue is. Though. That's the whole point.
I mean,
with
they
him,
still
right?
running tests and they still trying to figure out.
Yeah, what caused it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
It
so-
wasn't that bad of a.
I don't think-
I watched it. Yeah, and I was like,
the tackle.
yeah, I
Wasn't
think
that
It
of
was
a
a
tackle?
contact. I don't think
It was just something internal. It just was wrong
Yeah.
timing. It might have happened to him just standing on the sideline.
Yeah, I think he just got up too quick when it happened.
He got up right after he tackled him. He got
He
up.
got right up and then
So like
fell
I said,
out.
I don't think it was the contact.
Nah, definitely wasn't contact. But
No.
His heart
I was curious to that.
shit.
Cause and me personally, like I said, I don't follow the game too much like that. But I was just looking at that and I was like, damn, that guy's career probably over with. He probably gonna have to be a commentator at a young age or
I
something.
mean, but he paid though. He gonna be paid.
No, they gonna put it together. Yeah, they gonna put it together.
Take care of
Yeah, they gonna make sure he in there somewhere. I just feel like they'll do that.
No, you're not.
You don't think so? You don't think he got enough time in with him?
5 years after you retire, the motherfucking health benefits stop.
Oh, do they? See, like I said, I don't know.
He'll be the exception because he almost died.
No.
Nah, cause you
No,
gotta think about this.
The owners
we
don't
forget
care
all
about
about that
the
shit in 2 years. Everybody forget about it in a year or
The
two.
owners don't
But
give a
then
fuck about the
again,
players.
his charity, people donated like over $9 million to his toy drive.
But he,
And
But
the
he
goal
don't get that money.
the goal was only for $2,500.
But he don't get that money.
right, that's charity money. He get
That's his shit. It's
Okay,
in
that's his
name.
charity.
He got control
Yes,
of it.
that's his
He's
non-profit
got control. I'm
organization
not
shit.
saying
But
that
he don't
he-
get.
I'm
But
not
if
saying that
he
he gonna spend it.
and
I'm
if he
saying-
do, he get in trouble.
But because of all this,
Yeah.
people donated to his toy
No, I
drive.
get it. I get it.
$9 million.
But that it just happened though. What I'm saying is 2-3 years from now, like it's not gonna have this kind of impact right now. You know what I mean? Like people not gonna really be concerned because it'll be a new crisis and a new
Yeah, we
some
talking
other nigga that didn't
Yeah,
you
we talking
know
about.
crippled himself on a
But-
hockey field ring or some shit.
The,
you
the
know?
owners don't give a fuck about the players. All they care about is protecting the brand.
It's the brand.
It's the shield. That's all they care about. They don't care about not one single player because they have created a pipeline where they got players coming every fucking
Continuously.
year.
They got an overflux of them
Every year,
niggas.
continuously.
Throw him,
Every
just,
year.
matter of fact, we don't even need him now. Throw him in with them camps and shit for right now, or whatever.
Now they're starting to open the net because they taking the brand international. They got an African league.
Do it.
Yeah, they got a league in Africa.
Ah, man, how that shit work?
You know what I'm saying? Where they trying to find talent out there because the game has became global.
No, I get it. I get it.
So,
Niggas
you know what
can't
I'm
even talk
saying?
no
It's just
more.
like they
Yeah.
copying what the NBA did.
Yeah, niggas,
When
NBA start
NBA
grabbing
went
niggas
global,
can't even talk.
They start grabbing niggas from Argentina, Venezuela. If you can ball,
No facts.
if you show out in the Olympics, you gonna get an NBA tryout.
Facts.
That's how Luka got on. That's how motherfucking Rubio got on. That's how Dirk got on.
I used to love Dirk. Dirk Nowitzki was my boy.
Dirk is the second coldest white boy to play the game.
Larry Bird.
That's the
He was the baby Larry Bird to me. Like when that's how I started fucking. I was loving Larry Bird. So when Dirk came around, I was like, ooh.
A couple of these analysts is starting to call Luka Baby Bird.
Yeah, because he was going crazy. I didn't even know who that nigga was. I said, what the fuck this white
He
boy?
torched us.
Man, that white boy was going crazy,
Shannon
man.
Sharp, the only one they call him that.
No, he ain't. Them
He
cats
the one that started. He the one that
on
started.
Speak for Yourself. Nick Wright and them be calling them Baby Bird too.
Shannon Sharp started that
Yeah,
shit.
he started it. But yeah, they be talking that shit.
Man, listen.
And Luka be balling though. He be busting that.
I mean, 'cause that's how I learned how to play basketball, like three shoot. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I was too short, so I couldn't really get under the rim with these niggas when I was started playing.
Right.
So I had to get my game, my jump shot game up.
Right.
So you know, niggas in the league wasn't really no jump shooters. They was dunking and gliding on niggas and all that. The white boy was the one really going crazy with them threes So I mimic my game more towards a Larry Bird 3-pointer shooter type.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's why. Like when people like, who's your? I never was a Jordan. Like I never was none of the type of nigga fans. I was a Larry Bird fan. Like I love niggas like that like Reggie Miller and all them kind of niggas that just step out on the edge of that bitch and
perimeter game.
Fire niggas up. You know what I mean? Yeah.
You the mid range.
That was my game. I was too short to try to go under niggas. Niggas just do this to me.
See me, I got a little bit of all my favorite players, guys.
Okay.
And me, I got a little Isaiah.
Nah, I ain't never fucked with
I got a
Isaiah.
little Kobe.
I never was a Kobe
I
fan.
definitely got a little Kobe. Like when my brother Mike got me the Kobe outfit when he went to LA, he got me the Lakers shorts. I already had the Kobe jersey, but he got me the Lakers shorts to go with, so I got the whole outfit. Man, I changed my whole game to be like Kobe.
I like the Spreewells and
I like Latrell.
who else is another? Oh, Gangsta Allen Iverson.
Yeah, I got some AI.
One of my favorites.
I got some AI. They used to call me Giverson.
Yeah,
Matter of fact, there's some cats that still to this day will call me Giverson.
He was my favorite, you know, because I always like the little. I like any of the little niggas. I don't know why I didn't like Isaiah. Isaiah to me was just, I don't know. I just never liked him as a kid. I didn't like this nigga.
What do you like Zeke?
I don't know. He just didn't give me. I don't know. I feel like he wasn't hard enough. Not on the game, just like
He's on the west side of Chicago.
I don't care about that.
Don't get no harder than that.
He got it mad fight.
No, he got mad pushes. And
No,
he
fight.
got fight.
Who he got to fight with?
Bill
Sidney
Cartwright.
Green.
Besides that,
Sidney Green. Sidney Green was a forward, power forward.
Yeah.
Fought out with him.
If the
Fought out with Bill Cartwright.
Yeah. If the
Fought out
niggas didn't grab him, he was gonna scrap
Niggas
him.
on the Jazz he went after Karl Malone.
Yeah, but the coach
He
got
held him
grabbed.
back from
no, that ain't what I was meaning. But
He a
I
tough
didn't-
motherfucker. Isaiah was
I
tough.
didn't like how he played on the court. He played too soft to me. I ain't gonna lie to you. He
He
wasn't.
came through on his promise. How you not like a dude that don't come through on his promise?
What was his promise?
Well,
When he
sound
got
like-
drafted, he
He
said,
sound like
"I
this
promise
guy.
to bring. He gonna bring. He make Detroit the champions."
He just
He
ain't
ain't do that
like
by himself, no.
He brought two of them.
He ain't do that by himself. Now, let's be for real. Certain niggas could claim that Isaiah,
Okay.
the Pistons ain't got one nigga that could claim that they led. It was every Piston team that
you
won.
didn't watch
They
the
was a well, at certain times I
He
did.
said you
Bro,
didn't like
the
Isaiah.
Bad
so you
Boys.
didn't watch the Pistons.
The Bad Boys.
Definitely.
Wait, Isaiah is the only member of the Bad Boys roster
The what?
that was an all-star
I ain't talking about that.
during their title runs. And other than Dennis Rodman, is on the top 50
What I'm saying,
and top 75 ball club.
No, I get all that, but that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it's a team effort.
Right.
The Pistons didn't win. Like Kobe, niggas, certain niggas like Kobe's can scream that I really like. Certain niggas can scream I really. If it wasn't for me,
it
you
started
wouldn't be
with
here.
Isaiah. It started with
Isaiah,
Isaiah.
like,
If it wasn't for Isaiah,
everybody
niggas
on
don't
the
win.
Pistons, everybody on the Pistons that ever won championships, it was a collective effort. There ain't no one nigga that could just step out and say, "Without me, y'all wouldn't have it." That's what I was saying.
No,
I'm only saying to the capacity.
I'm saying it started with him. The winning attitude started with him because we was losing.
Had other
Until we got him.
all-stars
Now,
on
that
the
might be
team.
true.
Yeah, that is true. We didn't win no
He
championship.
did. And then Isaiah's the only player that can say he beat Jordan in his prime, Bird, and Magic to get his chips.
What you mean he beat him?
He beat them all
He
in
beat
all in 1
Chicago
year.
and
I'm
Boston
saying he
to
beat him by
get to the
himself,
finals.
but he beat him by himself.
His team beat their
And
team.
he
that
beat the
nigga.
Lakers.
It don't
Matter. It's a team game.
We
Jordan-
get that.
Boxing is a
So we
one
get
man
that,
game.
but
It
who's the
matters.
leader? Who's the leader?
I get what you're saying.
Isaiah.
I
It's
get
a
what
team
you're
game,
saying. I
so
get
we
what
can't
you're
just
saying.
keep saying like it don't matter like that. Like it do matter.
We saying in the aspect of Isaiah was the only
Like he just
superstar on
took
the
over the
team.
game and beat him by on his own.
Mike had
we get that.
Pitt.
We saying
Magic
it
had
starts
Kareem.
with him.
Bird had McHale, Parrish. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Isaiah
Bird was
didn't
just
have
Bird
none of
because
them
he was
niggas.
Bird.
Who he had?
Joe Dumars,
Who else?
Bill Laimbeer.
Everybody else
Who
on
else? Man, come on,
Everybody that was on the team that won the championship. John Sally, Dennis Rodman, Rick Mahorn, Kenny Johnson.
That's what I'm saying.
But they not top players at their position. Scottie Pippen was the best small forward.
No facts. But they
You know what I'm saying?
collectively.
But
That's what made it. That's
none
what
of
always
them
made
going to
the
the
Pistons.
All-Star games.
Huh?
None of them niggas going to the All-Star
No,
games.
what I'm saying is individually, niggas might not be nothing for real. That's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is,
I get
when
what
it
you
comes
say.
to
You
when it
speak
comes to
on-
like
because it did
certain games, like they qualify as team
It
games.
did take 5 to beat Bird.
It take other niggas to
It
move around
did
with
take 5
that.
to beat Magic and
5
Durant.
what?
It took our fucking whole
Right,
team
he
to beat
didn't
them.
just step out there and put 90 on the board and shut everybody down by himself. And that's all I be saying.
But just like
Mike don't win without Pippen.
What y'all saying is he was the standout nigga on the team.
Yes.
I get that. Now that's what
Mike don't win without Pippen.
facts. Because I always tell niggas that. The same thing I was just saying about
Mike
Isaiah.
don't win without Pippen.
You know, I definitely said about Mike. I definitely tell niggas.
Pippen don't step up.
They,
In that
the Bulls,
in that
the
91,
Bulls was a beast
them
because
niggas don't win.
it was a team effort.
Yeah.
Niggas put it all on Michael Jordan like he was the, like, nigga.
Yeah, everybody put it
It was
on
a
Mike.
nigga, you watch all the nigga,
But
he was the standout player though of the team. though.
that second motherfucking 3-peat that they went on, he had bad boys on that roster.
Yeah.
He had Rodman. He had John Savage.
Yeah, he had some gangsters with
He
him.
had James Buddha Edwards on
He
that
had
roster.
some gangsters with him.
You
Facts.
know what I'm saying? He had motherfuckers who he said wasn't good for the NBA. They was good enough to be on your team to win a
Facts.
championship.
Because it was ballers. He brought out like that's what I'm saying. It be standout players on the team, but when it come to any team games, I like to get shouts to the other niggas because you know
Right.
niggas always be like the superstar nigga of the team or whatever.
Right.
And I be like, he great like Kobe's and what's this nigga new LeBron James and all these niggas. They good niggas. You feel me? They go crazy. But I be feeling like it's still other niggas
LeBron.
that help them shine like they do. You feel what I'm
LeBron
saying?
about to do something.
What he about to do?
He about to break a record that motherfuckers thought wasn't gonna never
I thought he
be.
would have broke everything about that. Ain't he?
No, this record been standing
What he got? What he
since
got?
1984.
What he got?
Kareem's record, the all-time scoring record.
Oh, he ain't about to.
The all-time, you know what I'm saying, most points in the
I thought
career.
Kobe got that.
No.
Oh, no,
Kobe, he passed Mike on the scoring
But I thought the
list,
top.
but
Yeah.
he didn't get the number.
Okay,
he didn't get up there. Carmelo number 3.
Okay. Say
And
that.
LeBron number 2
Wow,
right now.
I'm shot
And
King
he
James.
117 points away
What's
from
that?
breaking
What's that about 4 games, 5 tops?
a 40 going on 40-year record.
I'm saying that average.
LeBron when he was born in 84. Nigga.
I know. That's what I'm saying. At his average, where he should clear that in what 4 to 5 games? 6
Yeah.
tops.
6 tops.
6 tops. Because I know his shoot. I don't know his percentages.
And if I was LeBron, I'd make sure I break it at the Staples Center.
Okay.
I make sure I break that record at the
It
Staples.
probably is. You know they gonna make.
I'm
You
not
know,
gonna do that shit on
You
the
know
road.
they. Man, listen.
If I get 2 points, 1 point away, coach take me out the game. I ain't playing again until we at home.
You know they gonna do that. They're like, why you taking LeBron out?
Yeah, because it's good for ticket sales for that particular game. It's good for memorabilia. It's good for history.
It's a business. It's good.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, nah, listen.
Speaking of business, how did you get started?
Nah, my story is crazy.
Okay.
My son, at the time, he was graduating from high school.
Okay.
He wanted to have him a business to get into.
Okay.
So he came to me about the dispensary marijuana. And I was told him, I said, listen, I ain't investing in that unless you go do all your research. So
Right.
he did. He spent 9 months researching it. You know what I'm saying? From every angle. He came back to me. We went to go look at some buildings. In the process of going to look at the buildings, he said he didn't want to do it no more. He wanted to go to school, right?
Right.
Just out of nowhere. I was like, what?
You did all this research.
Yeah, we did all this because we get into the
You
small
did
part
it.
of it. And then what happened was maybe a week after he decided he gonna go to school. One of my cousins called me and started asking me about the marijuana business, had I been hearing about it or anything like that. And I said, actually, yeah. You know, I told him we did our research, whatnot. And he said, well, shit, we might as well get into it because we was spending $600, $700 a piece a week. We like, shit. I mean, we spend money, of course.
Right. Might as well just invest it.
Yeah, and then I told him, I was like, well, shit, I already got a building because was getting the building for him. So it just worked its way in. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know nothing. We literally came in with one supplier. You know what I mean? When I first started, I literally came in with one supplier We was the second black owned. That was my first dispensary. That was Amsterdam's on 7 Mile, West 7 Mile, and 7 Mile in Foyer. That was about 3 years. We was the second black owned dispensary in the city of Detroit. We had and I didn't know this because I don't.
That's crazy.
We had a magazine. Some white folks came and they was running a magazine, and they told us, they looked us up, and it was like, yeah, well, y'all the second black owned, and we want to do an article on y'all. And they actually, this is in 2016. They 15. I get mixed up, not too much weed, but 15 or 16, and then they actually wanted to do a reality show inside the dispensary, like how they do the tattoo reality.
Right.
And my other investors at the time, my other two cousins, they was like, hell, we ain't doing that. I can't be, like, cause one of my cousins was a Muslim. He didn't want his, he didn't want nobody to even know he was involved in this.
Right.
You feel me? So, I mean, now you don't care, nice big house in Farmington, you driving new shit, who cares what the hell you do? But, yeah. But that was our start, so, but it was a rough start. They wanted to quit. Listen, I tell people this because people all through the years, they ask me, like, how do you, what make you stay in business? I said, shit, you just got to keep being creative, and it's like any other business, you got to keep growing it. Our first week, we all had invested over $20,000 a piece in our first building. My one cousin, this is his life savings. Our first week, you know how much money we made to divide between 3 people profit? $250. So niggas was like, oh my God, hold on. None of us has ever sold marijuana in life. We never sold marijuana in high school. Never. We just smoked. We was all just 3 smokers.
Right.
And we learned the business. We started getting growers and just, like I said, now I know so much about the business, textures, this, that, THC quality, and that's all hands on. But our first week we made $250, and I remember them like, man, this shit is over with. I done threw my money away for nothing. We ain't gonna make it.
Right, but it's just like any other.
And I told him that.
You gotta take time.
I told him that. And within 10 weeks, we was breaking down maybe $30,000 a week from $250 to $250. And it's just been, it's been 6 figures. And that's what got me into it. That was the key niche that made me want to do it, because my research all stated at the lowest minimum that a dispensary makes was $100,000 a year. And I said, and they ain't been lying. My worst year, I did still clear like 102, like that kind of, you know what I mean? So they was true to that, you know what I'm saying? But it's real competitive now.
Oh yeah, cause they popping up.
Big business that took it over.
Yeah, they popping up like McDonald's. Now you got 3, damn on every goddamn main strip.
They like corner stores. They're everywhere.
But all of them not recreational.
But they are not recreational.
It's 2 different
kinds. So it's 2 different kinds. But it's just oversaturated. That's why the prices went down like they did. Big business did that.
Right.
They tried to get rid of the little man doing that by dropping these prices for $40 ounces and all that kind of stuff. Because they can afford to take, because they still ain't making a profit off of it, but they can afford to not make the profit.
Right, because they got fields.
They got fields of it. So they'll weed you out. You can't stand it. It's like a siege. You can't stand the little man. They ain't gonna go to you because they say, nah, man, you want $100, $200, $300 for that. Go get that for $90, $80.
Yeah.
And even though they won't take that profit, they stop you from making a profit, which you ain't gonna be able to stand in the long run because you're the little man. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's kind of like the insurance game when they, keep baiting you out and say, we'll keep you in court for 15 years, and by then you're gonna want to settle for nothing because you're tired of it,
Tired of going to court.
Exactly, it's a new, same game,
Right, because I wanted to become a grower a couple of years ago, and I did the research on just the growing aspect, like how that go, how many plants can I grow per patient and all that, and then you can have a certain amount per patient on the extra in the event that you lose crop.
Yeah.
So they need to be, solidified at all times. So it was like 12 plants per patient plus an extra 6 per patient.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yeah, this might be something I would want to get into, but I need the space to grow.
It take the grow part of it is really the best. That's the most financial gain of it. Like these ain't nothing but retail. This is equivalent to a gas station.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You want to be mobile. You want to be the people bringing the gas to these gas stations.
Mm-hmm.
That's the money. But it take not a lot, but it's a substantial investment to get it because not what I was just speaking on, like them lowering the prices and everything, big business getting into it. Not only has it affected the retail, it's affected the growers also, because now you got people who own farms and been growing. You got big business who got $40 million, and now they got 1,000 acres that they ain't even use. Was gonna build a factory on for 10 years. Decide they gonna use that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So not only are the little dudes, but the growers are still taking a hit also, because now they gotta lower their prices.
Right.
You know,
to compete.
To compete.
Just to get their crop off.
To get their crop off.
So it's like the tobacco game back in the day.
It's exactly that. It's that all over again. Anybody that know anything about that, it's that all over
I
again.
had like in high school, I don't read so many books on prohibition and
because see, people smoke a lot of cigarettes right now and use tobacco products now, and people don't think about where that came from, and
that was our niche. That was niggas' niche. That was the only industry that low-key we really had after slavery.
Exactly.
Because a lot of the motherfucking black people that was freed, you know what I'm saying, took over the motherfucking plantations that had the tobacco fields.
Exactly.
And they was, you know what I'm saying, like my wife, her people had, they was one of them families. They got tobacco fields. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, okay.
and at one point, it's $1 trillion business now, but it wasn't then. It was a growing business.
But see, if Negroes was in line back then, if we was aligned, that was that one industry that we could have kept.
Yeah.
Then we would be better off.
It ain't no different.
That was our bid at the poker table. That was our pot right there. That's how we get to sit in at that. That's how we get at that table.
Yeah, but they ain't know no better.
I know.
You know what I mean? We always like black people. See, that's the whole thing when everybody be talking about, like, you know, when I hear like speakers and they say we gotta beat the system from within and stuff like that. It never made sense to me ever.
We don't have no ammo in our gun.
We playing catch up to everything.
We need an industry.
When we found out that when we should have did this, we already did that already. You know what I mean? And this is time through history, you know, since we got here.
We gotta find a way to get our hands on ownership on something that deals with the infrastructure. That's the only way we gonna be able to sit at that table. Because we gotta get it has to be an industry that we control.
No facts.
That's the only way. That's how you sit at that table. That's how you be able to trade goods with other countries.
I just sat here and told somebody
you know what I'm saying? But, you know, motherfuckers say I'm crazy.
No. You're telling the truth. This is, like, people are so, and when I say people, I'm going to go with black folks. Because this is who I normally target when I'm talking about, because they make up the majority. And, you know, and I always say this because people say, well, white folks do this, or Mexicans or Asians, everybody do that. I say, yeah, everybody do everything. I said, but one thing about black people, we overdo it. Whatever it is that everybody doing, black folks overdo it.
Yeah.
Trying to outshine the next person.
Yeah.
We've been conditioned. Like, I don't get so mad at the people because we've been conditioned.
It's conditioned that way just to give the appearance that we on the same level.
The appearance. It ain't nothing but an appearance.
It is.
And that's the whole thing. People really don't understand that it's just all appearances. All this is for show.
Right, because we don't own no boats.
We don't own nothing.
No planes.
Like me and my son, we was just
factories.
We was talking earlier about, you know, like BMF, the Big Meech in them, right? And, you know, everybody give them their props, all this, that. And I said, them niggas was stupid. I said, I don't know, motherfucker. Oh, man, them niggas made $8 billion. And it was stupid. I said, you don't know why I said these niggas was stupid? And they were just some regular old niggas once again. Because what did they do with that money? Did them niggas have, they partied on yachts. Who owned the yacht? Which one of the BMF niggas owned the yacht? You know what I mean? The niggas they did all that shit, but they didn't own nothing at the end. They didn't produce nothing with all that money.
They took that $5 grand and became clean.
Them niggas didn't build they didn't build no skyscrapers. They didn't invest in no resorts. They didn't do shit.
Could have went legitimate.
The niggas they had over a couple $1 billion.
$5 million, you can go legit as a drug dealer.
I can't idolize no nigga that had that kind of money and do nothing.
Say he went legit, nigga, off $250,000, nigga. He was like scraping the surface of being a millionaire off the weed. Hustling the street.
I'm not
dispensary.
gonna knock niggas for making money.
Right.
I said, but they ain't did nothing spectacular to me. I know a bunch of niggas who made a lot of money.
Get your
Some
money.
made more than others. That ain't nothing. But what did you do with the money? I said, y'all niggas had that much money and y'all niggas didn't produce y'all. I said, look at Big Meech. You got 50 Cent producing your movie. Y'all niggas y'all supposed to produce this Get Rich or Die Trying type of shit.
That's the meaning behind the OJ song. That's what Jay was talking about in OJ.
Oh, that's what he said?
That's what I took.
Oh, okay.
That's what I took from it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like the building I could have bought for like $2 million. Nowadays, that same building's worth $25 million. Look how I'm feeling. Dumbo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Jay-Z was a drug dealer. He sold crack.
Facts.
And now he a billionaire.
And that's why
at some point he stopped selling crack and went legit.
Because
you know what I'm saying?
Like, how do you not at some point?
Right. That's like at some point got to be an end game.
What is it?
Or a transition period where you transition to something else.
I told my son, them niggas had all the money and the means of the world and did nothing with it. Nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing.
You drunk with the power. In my opinion, you drunk with the power that comes with running blocks in multiple states.
I said, so I can't say them niggas was no super smart ass niggas. They don't make them smart
like a drug kingpin, crime pay. A lot of motherfuckers forget that crime do
crime
pay.
Pay, for sure.
I don't condone it. I'm not no criminal, but it does pay.
No, facts.
But it comes at that risk.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? If you get caught, that's your ass.
Facts.
But crime has always paid.
It wouldn't be no crime if it didn't.
It wouldn't be in no America if it wasn't for it.
They started it over here.
England sent motherfucking all the criminals that was overpopulating their prisons here.
Oh no, they make y'all
go over on that land. Y'all not over here. Go on that land. They exiled.
No facts. No exploration.
Them niggas was
exiled out of here.
They was exiled. Came over here, and them motherfuckers, they did what they did.
No, that's a fact.
So you know what I'm saying? If we could take over certain shit, like with hip hop, we could take over certain shit, because I'm still mind boggled on how the legends of our day are not top CEOs at these, you know what I'm saying, and sitting at these board meetings.
No, because once again, it's what I just told you.
You know what I'm saying?
We catch on late. It's always after the fact when we know it.
Y'all catch on late. And
you would think that it's what we was just talking about earlier. The companies ain't gonna reach back.
Dre supposed to be sitting at that motherfucking table with them Jewish CEOs.
They're not playing with him.
You know what I'm saying? Without Dre, you don't get Snoop, you don't get NWA, you don't get Eminem, you don't get 50.
No, we know.
You know what I'm saying? You don't get.
But corporate don't see it that way.
You don't get DJ Quick.
You know how corporate see it?
You don't get E40.
All the names you just named to corporate.
They all fall under Dre tree on low key.
No, but listen. Corporate see them as no names, no nothing. Just bags of money. Just bags of money.
No, just the artists.
Yeah.
That's, you know what I'm saying?
So to them, they're not looking at it in the forms we looking at it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Corporate is just like, okay, them all your bags of money that we collect off of.
Right.
Basically. You know what I mean? And that's why like Dr. Dre's and like Ice Cube, like, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of like you say, elder statesmen in the game that ain't like, yeah, they got tons of money and shit like that, but they ain't where they need to be in these boardrooms and, you know what I mean, on
they're not really,
the next level of it.
They didn't take over the industry.
Exactly.
Like KRS-One and Rakim, and they supposed to be running hip hop, like For real.
Like, no, facts.
They supposed to be running hip hop. If you want any motherfucking music done, you gotta go through them. Period.
Facts. But they look, everybody want to be part of the
be
machine.
no motherfucking Jerry Heller type motherfucker.
They want to be part of the machine, man. Look, you know one thing, we all know this. When it comes to business, put a white boy right here in a suit and tie, and you put a nigga right here in a suit and tie. Pick one of these niggas. They going to the white boy. That's the nigga mentality. So it ain't so much as like niggas not in position due to maybe some of the shit is probably on them, what they ain't do. But a lot of it's just the mechanics of the people. You know what I mean? Because people, like niggas, for some reason, we just got that in us that no matter how much a motherfucker see you shining and applaud that, the envy is still in the back of their mind, and if they could go
Crab in the barrel thinking.
it don't go nowhere.
Crab in the barrel thinking.
That thinking don't go nowhere with black folks. And you think, like something like when the pandemic came, when everybody had all this money, right?
Right.
I ain't, cause everybody think it's like, well, then nobody do nothing with their money. Ooh. But what I was saying was, everybody was making the money. I did, but I was just saying my argument was mostly people were making this money and everybody trying to outdo everybody else. That was my problem with everything.
Yeah, you saw more seafood boils.
Yeah, like my thing is like I love jewelry, so
LLC openings.
that's what I'm saying. You doing it because it's trendy. You know what I mean? And you want to outdo another motherfucker for some trendy shit.
Motherfuckers get the
Or you just want everybody to see what you doing.
That's what I'm saying. Like you want the clout. I need not just doing it for yourself though. Instead of just doing it to do it.
But nowadays you could get paid off that shit. I'm still trying to figure it out, man. I'm figuring out how to make $1 million off my phone.
No, you gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna figure it out.
You already on the way.
I'm on the path.
Yeah, you already there.
I'm on the path.
Look, you there when you turn it on and start worrying about it. Like
I'm talking about when I can just be have $1 million on the table, and I know it came directly
from the phone.
This podcast.
But it
because
there.
this was the podcast came from.
Yeah.
Pandemic shit, because I didn't know how long that shit was gonna be.
See, I gotta do something.
We gotta start some shit. But me and bro, we was talking about starting this shit since when?
2012?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 12?
Yeah, that was like, a good 6 to 8 years in the making, bro, like whole time.
Everything take a minute.
We was just trying to figure out how.
We had to get on our feet. It was some years we wasn't on our feet.
No, I get it.
That shit prolonged it.
Yeah, and that's what keep a lot of folks out of their shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you got
survival mode.
Other shit going on. Yeah,
you got survival mode.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like your landlord and all that, and these folks, they don't give a damn about what you trying to do. They like, nigga, where that money at right now?
But shit, being locked up in the crib, everything.
Shit, I ain't gonna lie.
Closed, gave me time to think.
Look, you know why the pandemic didn't affect me like that? Cause I already was a
essential.
Nah, I just
hell yeah, cause I bet your sales tripled that first month.
They did, but not even do. You know why my sales went up crazy? It was back to what we were just talking about, clout. Niggas wanted to show me how much money they could spend. You know what I mean? So they were spending more, not just spending more to be because I want that. They just like really thumbing through 40,000. Yeah, I need 2 zips of that. You know, all that kind of shit.
Trying
it was just the clout, you know what I mean?
The flex.
So, but I appreciate it.
But again, the flex
got you more money.
Was only possible through the pandemic money. Because if it wasn't for the pandemic money, it wasn't no PPP loan going down. It wasn't no unemployment going down with the extras.
Wasn't none
of that shit coming down, so they wasn't been doing that. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
they could have took that bread, popped the LLC.
Facts. But we talking about people. We talking about people who ain't never had nothing though. I ain't
never had nothing.
No.
I'm saying that to say like I was
not never had nothing materially, but I'm saying never encountered nothing that their brains was opened up. Some people just worker bees. That's just what it is.
Okay, well I'm left-handed, so I'm always
no. That's what I'm saying. Like
I'm always on the creative.
Like I come from that, so I like, and that's why I understand when people don't, because I got partners that been around me since 6th grade, and we still rocking right now, and they the people they is, and I done been able to see how they come up, you know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, they come from nothing. This is why their brains don't change, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They just not the material, but just not like. Like I was telling a motherfucker the other day, I told my cousin, I was like, I seen my first Rolls Royce, got a chance to ride in and everything when I was 7 years old.
We ain't get that.
You know what I mean? So
we ain't get that, man. We come from cornflakes.
No, but I'm saying my mind was already broadened to black folks having shit as before niggas even had shit. I got a chance to see
because you was seeing an experience at the young age. We ain't get
some
that,
niggas don't.
bro.
Some niggas don't. But some niggas come to their own enlightenment still.
Nah, my creativity came from TV and movies. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
The visualizing, you know what I'm saying, money making Mitch, and the joint with the BBS,
and then figuring in your brain, what can you do to
like it's possible.
No,
not just what can I do to attain it, but just the fact can be obtained. It's not impossible. If motherfuckers can do it in the movies, it can be done in reality.
But see, me and you know this.
That was always my
But most
thing,
people think the opposite of that. They think if it's on TV, it's definitely not real. That's the whole point.
Yeah, it's make believe in that moment, right?
I mean, me and you know.
But it's motherfuckers in real life riding like that.
Listen. Everything you see on television is a reflection of real life, of reality.
Right. So it's like, okay, so it can be done. And then when I started seeing cats from my neighborhood that had a gift, and they utilized that gift, developed and utilized it, and came up, it was like, okay, you can come out you can come from nothing.
Facts.
And get right. It's all about
Facts.
you. It really is all about you. I've always been an observant motherfucker coming up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I could sit in the room and be quiet as fuck and watch motherfuckers.
Facts.
You know what
but
I'm
see,
saying?
everybody ain't that. That's what I'm saying. Most
Yeah.
people, they come from nothing. They brain stuck on nothing.
Cause they
don't have nothing to motivate them. They don't have nothing, whether it be a television, a person, a book, anything. It's nothing that ever motivated people. You know what I mean? You gotta have a motivation first. You gotta have, like, basically what's the Martin Luther King. You gotta have a dream.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some people are.
Me and bro, we had many conversations about having this podcast, and it was the original idea was really just a sports show.
But it's
because both of us,
into
you know
sports.
what I'm saying, we are really heavy into the 4 major sports.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Baseball, football, basketball, and even hockey. You know what I'm saying? My mom's got niggas watching hockey.
Hockey is
because we getting on her nerves arguing. She wanted us to shut the fuck up, sit our ass right here and watch this shit because she was into it. So she watching the Olympic hockey.
Okay.
Nigga, that I just gravitated to it. It was like, that shit cold. That shit, to me, that shit like basketball.
Because you in the sport, so
I see basketball elements in hockey.
Exactly.
So therefore, I was able to catch on to what the fuck was going on. And I guess because I can keep up with the puck, it's easier for me to catch on to the game and the rules and regulations to that shit. But that shit is very similar to basketball.
That shit is like it's like soccer, basketball on ice type shit. Like, I love it. Like, I fuck with hockey.
Nah. That's a great analogy.
Yeah.
That's really
they be getting busy like that with them sticks.
And then they get the scrap from time to time. The referee stand back and watch them. Like let the nigga scrap.
No, it's just you caught on early. So I didn't really get on my hockey game till maybe my 30s, early 30s.
93.
Yeah, nah. See, you been rocking on that.
Yeah, this 93, nigga. I used to watch motherfucking New York Rangers.
Nigga, all I know about hockey was the.
Shouts out to the New York Rangers. Rangers and the Red Wings, my team.
Let me ask you a question.
What's good?
In the future, you plan on branching out, opening up another store?
Nah, this is my 5th location over the years, and this probably be my last year. Okay. You know, I don't know if I might just sell it. You know, because I was gonna do that 3 or 4 years ago. Just sell my whole.
How long you been doing it? How long you been doing it?
Since 2015.
Okay.
Would you be like a silent partner and let somebody else just like physically run it?
I thought about that too, but I don't know. I mean, right now it's up in the air because my new thing is working on my script for my mini series.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I'm going wholeheartedly into. You know, I've been asked.
Oh, you got writing skills.
Yeah.
How about that? Bob Young says he's got depth and levels.
Look, definitely listen. And they've been listen. I've been supposed to do it for the last 10 years,
You know what?
and I just, I'm just like I need to because I get bored with things.
You know what? I feel you. I've been wanting to get into acting for a couple of years.
And like I say, the marijuana game is great. I ain't gonna knock it and say it ain't money in. It's just a $1 trillion industry.
But it's just oversaturated.
It's just oversaturated. Not even that, because I can move
And then it's a step towards something else.
something else.
Towards the get to
It-
something.
It's like what we was talking about earlier. Remember when you made the statement about being in the long game?
Yeah.
This is really not the long game for me.
Okay.
You know what I mean? My long game, like, I guess you want to say like this ain't gonna be my mark. This ain't my mark on the world. Like
Okay.
because I done had other businesses over my years.
Because this wasn't your original idea. This was your son.
It was just something that happened, and it was fun. Like I said, when we first started, it was fun. And now it's just like a gas station. You know what I mean? And that's I just got to be
I feel like
honest.
a gas station attendant.
Yeah, I feel it.
I do. I feel like a gas. See
You
the
always
same
do.
folks, some new folks.
Right.
I done had people come in drunk. I done had everything you could think that happened.
Hagglers.
The best thing I missed out on was the reality show in one of these. Now, if I keep it, that's the only way I'm gonna stay on it.
Nah, you can shoot one and pitch it like a pilot and pitch it to a network to see.
That's what I was gonna do.
Like Tubi putting everybody on.
Right. Well, see, I'm already linked. That's why I'm gonna go out and finish my series. Why the getting is good right now.
Right.
What people don't know, and I'll tell everybody this: if you got content, any kind of content, documentaries, live, movies, series, this is the time to get into that because all these TV and movie apps they can't keep up with the demand.
Right.
They're taking a year to film shit and they gonna watch it in 6 hours. It's over with.
Good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They can't keep up.